So the next segment that I'll talk to you about is how many clothes to buy or what clothes to buy. So number of clothes you buy and what you buy depends on your access to laundry and how often you're willing to wash. First one is onesies. I would say buy onesies like anywhere between 6 to 15. So in the first 9 months, babies grow very fast and then their growth slows down a little bit. So you can buy bigger clothes a little later time, but when the baby is just to be born, don't try to buy too many clothes. 6 to 5 pairs should be adequate. Again, depending on your washing situation and also how often do you like to change. So the next one is socks. Socks, I would say buy like a 6-pack, especially because when the babies are small, their feet would get cold quickly. So feet and hands, so you would want to keep those extremities covered. So buy like a 6-pack and that should be adequate. And also depends on the situation of the baby. Does the baby go to daycare? Because if they go to daycare, then usually it's a good idea to put the socks on. However, if the baby is at home, then no, you don't need to. However, I have sent my baby to daycare starting 6 months, so we had to use a lot of socks. Also buy socks of slightly bigger size, say 6 months to 12 months. The next one is mittens. Don't buy too many mittens. 4-pack should be enough because their hands do not get soiled anyway, and you use these mittens only for like 4 months maybe at the most. However, it's you still want to buy them because kids can scratch themselves. And the next one is shoes. I think 1 to 2 pairs is more than enough, and also depends on your circumstance. So if you're sending the baby to daycare, then you may need to have a couple more pairs. But if you're not sending your baby to daycare and if they're at home, then you really don't need many shoes unless you're going out regularly, and it also depends if the baby has started walking. If they have started walking, then yes, you need more shoes. And also always buy shoes with rubber sole, because all these fancy shoes that you get as gifts, so that you buy, they're pretty but then they're not functional because they have this cloth sole, and then they just get rubbed out, especially if your baby is walking. Here is an example of what happens to cloth shoes. These base, they get torn very easily, so always try to buy the ones with rubber sole. And the next one is swaddle blanket. You only need like 2 or 3 swaddle blankets. That's more than enough, because you put the baby clothes on first and then you wrap the baby in the swaddle blanket. So it's already quite a lot of layers, and they don't get soiled easily. So that should really be enough. And you use swaddling blankets only maybe till 4 months, because after that they start rolling. So then you don't want to put the swaddle blanket on because they can roll. The next one is washcloths. You can buy 10 to 12 of washcloths until the umbilical cord falls off. You want to only use a washcloth and then cleanse the baby's body. You do not want to put them directly in the bathtub. At that point, washcloths come in handy. And also if the baby is drooling, if there's any messes in the house, washcloths are used anywhere and everywhere with the baby. The next one is crib. We did not buy a crib because we were co-sleeping, but if you buy a crib, then you need to buy a mattress as well as mattress cover for the crib. However, we still bought a mattress cover or a mattress protector. Basically, it should have buy the one with plastic backing, so that if there is an accident, your mattress is still not damaged. You also need to buy a baby on board sticker. This is very important for emergency services, like say fire or police. If something happens, they have to know that there is a baby on the board. Next one is bibs. Bibs, you can use either cloth ones like this, or you can use plastic ones, silicone ones like this. Both are useful, but I think I like this better just because this can absorb water more. So this is more useful when the baby is slightly small, but as the babies grow up, this is more helpful because this acts like a catcher as well. So if there is any excess food, it drips or falls in there, so it doesn't spoil the clothes. The next one is dish drying rack. So this I got from Munchkin from Amazon. So this is very helpful. So I did a big mistake. So in the first 1 year of my baby's life, I used to hand wash every single thing that she used to use. All the spoons, the bottles, the nipples, everything related to her, I used to do hand wash, and that was a big mistake. Retrospectively, if I had a chance to do it all over, then I would change my strategy and I would use this. I would so after 1 year of my baby, then I bought this one. So what you can do is you can just put the nipples on the top, and then you can put all other small items for the bottles into this one, and like the rings and other items in here, and you can also put straws in here, and you will put this in the dishwasher, and you can put all other items, load your dishwasher, and then this you can put it on, you have to put this on the top shelf, and it will wash all the baby items. Next one is sterilizer. So I have used this steam sterilizer like this. You only have to sterilize. This is from Aveeno, Philips Avent. Sorry, this is from Philips Avent, and this is a microwave sterilizer. Microwave sterilizer is easy just in terms of function, and you only take like 2 minutes to sterilize. So the whole process is like a 5 minutes process, and it's very easy, and you don't have to sterilize for a really long time, because after 6 or 9 months your doctor says that you don't need to sterilize the bottles or baby stuff anymore. So the next one is breastfeeding pillow. This is what I have, and this comes in handy, especially if you're breastfeeding. You have to hold the baby for a really long time, so this helps you ease that process. And the next one is massage oil. So this is the brand that I would recommend. This is the one that I bought from Amazon, and this is very good. I have a lot of positive experience with this one, and this has all the good ingredients here, if you see. And massaging is very important because it helps you with the muscle development for the baby, and it also helps them with their fussiness, and you will see a lot more change in the baby's ability to reach the milestones if you massage. So what I used to do was I would give the baby a massage, and then I would shower her. But massage always need not be done with oil. You can always use a moisturizer as well to massage. The next one is bathtub. I have used a certain one, and it's a good one. It's like a 3-piece one, where you have a small one for the infant and the next size for the 6 months, and the bottom piece that you can use for standing, even for later ages of the baby. So I'll give a link of that in the description. But that is what I really liked. Initially, it is hard to bathe the baby in that small infant support one, but overall this is good. And the next one is Aquaphor. Aquaphor is good for scratches, it's good for diaper rash, it's good for everything. I'll not recommend any Desitin or other kinds of product, because this pretty much takes care of everything. So this is a versatile one, so I would rather recommend you to have this. And for moisturizing and shampoo, I've used Aveeno moisturizer and shampoo, and when it comes to moisturizers and shampoos, always buy the one without dyes and fragrance or parfums. That is a very important thing when it comes to buying products for using on the skin. This one is swinger/rocker. So I would actually recommend you to buy a swing/rocker and not buy a rocker separately. I would recommend to buy a combination, because the swing babies will use it until they start rolling, because once they start to roll, they just want to jump off the swing, and that happens around 6 to 9 months of age. So buy the swing early, don't delay in buying, and use the rocker with it, so that when you don't want to use a swing, you can still use it as a rocker. Next one is this Nukum's pacifier. My daughter loves this like crazy, and every night, even now, she needs this to sleep. I know that pacifier is not a good thing to help them adapt, but this really is a lifesaver, especially for us, because both me and my husband are working. So when we come home after we give her a bath and then give her food, really don't have any time and energy left. Next one is this baby carrier. This is an Infantino flip carrier. I have really not used this product much, and so I will not really recommend this product, but it depends on your situation. If you are a mother who is at home and if you're the only person taking care of the baby, then this is very, very helpful, because you can then latch your baby in this baby carrier to you, and you can start working in your home and do the things that you would do, like cooking or some other easy items. You cannot do everything. There's only few things that you can do with a baby carrier on, but at least you can move and be mobile. Otherwise, without a carrier, the baby always wants to be around you, and you have no way to do that. So this is up until 4 to 6 months. Always hold the baby towards you, and only buy a lot of rechargeable batteries, because you will have to use it for the swing and rocker or other things that you may need. And also, when it comes to toys, I will not recommend buying you any toys, because the kids' favorite thing in the house is utensils and those plastic spoons or those wooden spoons. That's what they love to do. That's what my daughter does. She just picks everything. Once I keep the dishwasher open, she will pick everything from the dishwasher and play with those vessels. So I will really not recommend buying many toys. Just buy 1 or 2, and the rest you'll get as gifts. One is this. Next one is baby dish detergent. So babies have a different detergent, and there is a reason, because when the baby first came home, I started using the regular detergent. The bottles had a very strong smell, and I was really hesitant to even give that to the baby. So then I had to buy this liquid for the baby. This is Dapple baby bottle and dish soap. This is pretty good, and I think this is the most standard one that's available, and you can put this in the dishwasher, and you can use this dishwashing rack and then wash your baby's bottles and stuff. Cleaning brush, you need a cleaning brush, and this is OXO cleaning brush. This is the one that I really, really love and recommend. So I have used this for pretty much an year now, and is doing very well. And then it has like this small one for cleaning the nipples. So this is a very good one, which I'll recommend. And if you're using Dr. Brown bottles, then you have to buy the tiny brush. Diaper organizer, I don't think it's a must, but it comes in handy if you want to keep things together. Caps are useful in the first few months more than later, because you don't want a lot of cold air to go into the ears of the baby. And also it depends on where you live. If you live in a cold place, then you need to have a very thick one, or if it's a winter season that they're born in, then you need to have a thick cap, but otherwise just a thin cap would do. You also need blankets. I have bought these kind of blankets from Amazon, and these are very helpful. So especially if you're putting the baby to sleep for their naps or in the stroller, then the blankets come in handy. And these are burp cloths. They are not a must, because if you have washcloths, you can also use them as burp cloths. But yeah, maybe 1 or 2 burp cloths will also help you. Next one is towels, and we bought this towel for our daughter. For car seat and stroller, we have the Safety First brand, but you can buy any brand. The most important thing is to always keep the baby rear facing. The other thing is to have it before you get discharged from the hospital, because the hospital will not discharge you until and unless they have the car seat. Also have another car seat, Greco Extend to Fit, and that is useful up until 6 to 10 years of baby age. We didn't use the stroller much, because the baby has to at least be able to sit before you start using the stroller, which takes like 6 to 9 months of age. And because we didn't use that much, I feel it's unnecessary. But then stroller and car seat usually come in a combo, and it does help initially. Diapers, I would recommend you to buy 1 pack of newborn diapers, because babies transition very quickly into size 1 diapers, and you don't want to buy too many newborn diapers. And also for diapers, there is no standard formula, because each baby grows at different rate. Some babies may go out of certain size quicker than others, because diapers are based on weight. I used Amazon baby wipes. I think they are really, really good, and currently I am just using Costco wipes from Costco. So that is those were great as well. They're okay for the function. And the most important thing about the wipes is that they have to be fragrance free and parfum free, or Next one is sitting chair. We have used the Fisher Price Froggy Sit Me Up chair. That was a lifesaver, especially because when the baby starts sitting, you cannot leave them alone, and when they're trying to sit, this helps them with the sitting posture as well. And you can't leave them anywhere, so you always want to keep them close to you. And this chair was very helpful because I would sit her in the chair right next to me in the kitchen, and I would do my work. This was very useful until 9 months of the age, and after that we started using the jumper more. You also need this humidifier. This is a Tautronics humidifier. This is helpful, especially if the babies are born in winter season, then you need to use a lot of heater, and this helps keep the moisture in the air, so it helps them breathe better. So next one is Jumperoo. We have used Fisher Price Rainforest Jumperoo. This was very useful item for me. The recommended age is like 3 to 6 months, but I would say 5 to 6 months is the best age when once they start sitting better and start standing slowly. This helped us especially when we have to take like a shower, or if we have to do something quickly, and if you're the only person in the house, then I would just put the baby in the jumper and then I would do my things. Even if not, it's like 15-20 minutes of a break that you would get. So usually we have always used for 15 to 30 minutes, and sometimes she would just like to hang, so I would let her sit there at the most like an hour, but never more than that. To work very early, I would also recommend you to have the calcium magnesium supplements. So the calcium and magnesium supplements usually have calcium magnesium in 2:1 ratio. It's always best to take in a combo, and this helps you with the stress, especially because when you're going back to work, there is a big drop in milk supply, and this helps you combat the stress and then keep the milk supply. One thing that I was struggling with the baby when I had to give her a bath was is with her head. Whenever I would pour water on her head, then she would just freak out. So I will suggest using a visor. Visor is very useful, but my daughter was able to somehow adapt, so I did purchase and return it, but I think it's a good investment. Next one is steamer basket. I bought this from Amazon. This is very helpful, and the way to use this is you would open this steamer basket and you would put all the vegetables in there, and then you can put this inside a vessel, inside a cooker, however you want to use this. So after you steam the vegetables, you can then blend it. Especially the first solid foods are usually blends, and they eat blends pretty much from 6 months to almost like an year. So this vegetable steamer basket in combination with the blender is a great help. So I would steam them, and sometimes I would just boil them, not even steam them, and then I immediately blend them, and I mix cereal in the blended puree. And blender you can also use for different things. You always don't have to cook vegetables. You can use for like avocado, for strawberries, for anything. You would just blend and then mix in the cereal, and then voila, the food is ready for the baby, and you don't have to worry too much. And don't buy food maker. I don't think that's necessary. It really only takes few minutes. By the time you attend other things in the kitchen, the food is already ready for the baby. Bottles is a big investment. Surprisingly, you wouldn't realize how much you would end up putting money into bottles because of the size of the nipples, because babies transition from nipple size 0 to 3. Baby bottles, I've used 3 different brands. I've used Dr. Brown, Tommy Tippy and Komotomo. For the Dr. Brown, when the baby is initially born, and if you're trying to give her formula, and if you're still trying to establish breastfeeding, for the baby to transition between bottle and breast, the best thing to do is Dr. Brown's 2-ounce bottle with size 0 nipple, because that is similar to breast, and that helps the baby adapt quickly between breast and the bottle. Transition to Dr. Brown 4-ounce bottles, and then to Tommy Tippy 10-ounce bottles, and then now I'm using Komotomo. So always try to increase the nipple size, and it's very important, because if you do not change the nipple size, then your baby gets used to drinking slowly, and then you do not want that, because they would take forever to drink sometimes. So make sure that you increase the bottle nipple size as they go. Next one is cereal. I have used Organics Earth's Best cereal when she was having her first solid food, and I think I used it all the way up until like 10 months, and after that I had started using non-organic Gerber cereal, multi-grain cereal. And for the baby to transition to drinking water from the cup, we have used this Munchkin 360 Miracle cup. This actually is a miracle because it really helps the baby quickly adapt to drinking from a cup. However, try to give this like when the baby is around 6 months, so that they can quickly adapt, and once they adapt, it's easy for you as well, and eventually you want to even remove this and then help them learn to drink with the cup itself. And the sooner you adapt the baby to a training cup, the easier your life is. And you also want the baby to drink more water as they start solids, so that the body can digest better. I only use two things. One is this to plug the sockets. You can buy this from Amazon, and then this one is a stick-on clip that we have between the drawers, so that my daughter doesn't open everything. And for high chair, we have Chico Poly high chair, and that is very useful. And high chair, usually you don't want to use high chair until the baby actually starts sitting. So although we have bought this one, I will probably not recommend this as much, because there is a cover on top of the chair and you have to wash that. I will actually recommend you to buy something that's fully plastic, so that it's easy to clean and you don't have an extra thing to wash. We also bought this spoons from Munchkin, and also the silicone spoons, and these kind of plastic boxes from Munchkin as well, and this is from another brand called Kim Cam. So this helps in this has a suction, so you can put this on the high chair for baby to eat. However, my baby is very naughty, she just pulls this off, so I really couldn't use it to its potential, but yes, this is pretty good. And this for whenever I have any snacks or anything, I have lids for this, so I would just give her in this. And the spoons, kids really love chewing on this silicone spoons. My daughter really enjoyed this one. Plastic spoons are really helpful only up until first year, and after that you can start giving them with the regular spoons. Things that I wouldn't recommend: don't buy a bottle warmer. I think that's a very bad investment. You don't need a bottle warmer. You can just take some warm water and then put the milk in there for warm up. I bought this postpartum belly wrap and I didn't use it at all, because the nurses or the doctors will recommend you not to use it, and to help your uterus come back to its natural size normally, rather than using anything external. And don't buy toys. You get a lot of toys as gifts, and also 1 or 2 things are enough. Don't invest on toys. And don't buy diaper bag until unless you are a traveler. There is no real use of diaper bag. One most important thing is the diaper genie. I have the diaper genie Expressions Pale, and that is when the baby is not on solids, there is no smell, but once the baby start eating solids, their smells a lot. So you really need the diaper pail, because it keeps all the smell inside. It wouldn't let it diffuse into the house. I think I've covered pretty much 95% of the items that I've used for the baby. There might be a few things here and there which I remember. If I remember, I'll post it in my later videos, but pretty much this is all that I purchased. And if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And again, I make videos on photography, travel, research and motherhood. And let me know if you like any specific topics that you want me